the promise. When we try to force the promise, we create a copy of the promise. But it's not the real thing. I want to tell you that you may be waiting, but that does not mean God isn't working. You may be in a waiting period, but it doesn't mean he's not working. You know, we live in this culture of immediate gratification. I need it now. It has to happen right now, in this moment, at this point in time. And because of that, we assume that every single breakthrough, every single miracle, every single promise of God, it should happen right when we want it, in the moment. And I hate to be the one that has to tell you this, but that's not true. It doesn't always happen that way. And if you are in an extended season of waiting, period of waiting, maybe waiting for healing, waiting for a promise that God has spoken over your life, can I encourage you and say that God will crash into your situation? Hope will rise again in your life. He sees you. He hasn't forgotten about you. He knows about the tears that you've cried. He knows about the sleep that you've lost. He knows about the raging thoughts and all of those things. He is working whether or not you can see it. He is working. Waiting does not mean you're wandering. You are still moving where he wants you to move. I've learned how you wait matters. How you wait matters. So what does that look like? How do we wait? I think we see Abram and Sarah do one thing that we can all apply to our lives. No matter what our current situation is, no matter what we are currently waiting for God to do or walking in right now, we can let go. We can let go. We have to let go of this idea that doubt and faith are opposites, that faking does not affect us because it does. Faking creates this barrier of entry or intimacy with the Lord. We're blocking ourselves off from allowing him to really move and do what he wants to do in our lives. You know, like God is inviting us into a great exchange. He's saying, give me what you got. You got doubt, worry, give it to me. He's like, I can take it. I can take it. The last time I checked, he was pretty secure in his identity. Like we don't have to, well, I don't know if I can say this to God. I think he can handle it. And he is inviting us into deeper intimacy, relationship with him. Sometimes intimacy with God, it doesn't look, warm and fuzzy and all of those things. Sometimes it starts off just by saying, God, I am frustrated. God, I am upset. I thought that this would happen this way, and it's not. I don't know if I believe that this is going to happen, Lord. And when we do that, when we say that, God is like, finally, this is something I can work with.